Hey, Shalom Akim, Yabashim Abshai Barakdam, Bashem Rakwakadash, double honors and salutations, I was an apostle of Greek Mr. who rule well. As you can see, Akim, is going to get heated here in America, man. Between these folks with different political ideas, even though they are puppets, it's going to get heated. So this is just a shadow of things to come, the turmoil that's coming upon America's soil. Because the Most High has sown that spirit of discord, so they're both sellouts, whether they're, either Republican or Democrats or independents. The games are rigged, so as you can see, you have Alex Jones and Senator Rubio from Florida. You have Esau and Edom. You could feel the tension between the two of them, even though they're puppets. There's bad blood between them. So that symbolizes exactly what's going on in America. Just about playing the game, but people are going to get hurt. Folks are going to take it to the next level where it's going to get violent. So I'll play the video. You could watch it on your own time and you could get other videos, because this was where after the so-called hearing on Capitol Hill, as by tech companies, blocking people's pages, banning them, manipulating their accounts, things like that, stifling free speech. Because it's not the first time, man, that Akim and folks in the world been talking about all these tech companies, Google, Yahoo, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever, about some hanky-panky games being played, man. Folks getting their accounts suspended because somebody didn't like the truth. Folks can't live stream anymore because they keep on getting all the strikes. Because the truth is coming out, and these elites are angry, they're upset that the internet exists, and they will go to any length to create a difficult environment for people to share the truth. So I'll play the video, whatever pops up, take it as part of the truth, man. Things are gonna happen.
That's why you didn't get elected.
Do they need to be regulated like do they need to be regulated?
Marco Rubio, little frat boy here.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Who are you, man?
Yeah, sure.
I swear to God, I
you
don't
better
know
hope
who
you
you are,
can
man.
deplatforming. Tens of millions of views.
InfoWars.
Bigger than Rush Limbaugh. He knows who InfoWars is. Playing this joke over here. That's why the deplatforming didn't work.
But here's the question. Here's a question.
Hey, don't touch me again, man. I'm asking enough.
And Edomites, they always get so comfortable around Jake that they could just touch you. They don't have no respect for Jake, man. They do that stuff, man. Just put your hands on you just like that, man. Invading your space. Trying to be all sarcastic.
You don't have to touch me.
Well, sure, I just patted you nicely.
I know, but I don't want to be. I don't know.
You want me to get arrested?
I don't know who you are.
It's not just going to take my
get
First
arrested,
Amendment.
man. You're
It's
not
not
going
just
to get
enough to
arrested.
take my
I'll take
First
care of it
Amendment.
myself.
Oh, he'll beat me up.
I didn't say that.
I know I am, but he's so mad. You're not going to silence me. You're not going to silence
Well,
America.
but there are people.
You are.
You could tell Alex is all bought and paid for, man. He's just there to gum up the whole process for those that have valid complaint. He just want to be a diversion, a so-called controlled opposition. So they're both playing their roles, man. So just let you know, folks are gonna get frustrated with folks like this, that claim to be working the interest of the people, but they're not. They're all smoke and mirrors. It doesn't matter if they're Democrats, Republicans, or independents, or folks that claim to be bringing the truth. Only folks bringing the real truth are the men of the Lord, and they're hated for that. So men of the Lord will go through their own difficult transition. But nonetheless, it's for a beautiful purpose. It's for the salvation of the nation of Israel and the downfall of the heathen. Alright, so these puppets, man, they can't really come against their master because they're scared, man. You just gotta go along to get along so they could keep all the crumbs and gimmicks, and the boring lifestyles, that they have, man. You know, all the evil that they do. So the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have serious judgment upon them. So this is just a little glimpse of the tension between the American people, man, and the government.
Are literally like little gangster thugs.
There are people in this country.
Rubio just threatened to physically take care of me.
There are people who
Look at
feel
that.
that they're being
We already got rid of my First Amendment.
silenced. They feel like
He tells you China's the problem, which it is, but they're taking our free speech right now.
Social media platforms, Facebook,
There goes Rubio.
Twitter. Do you believe that these platforms need to be regulated like a public utility, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, I prefer not to. I prefer competition take care of that. But obviously, we're going to watch closely to make sure that these tools that are being used. I mean, one thing is to say we're going to go after foreign interference designed to so and so.
But it's already going on here.
Another thing is to
The
say
Democrats
we're
are
going to go after
raping the
free speech.
Republicans.
Because at some point, someone has to make a
Democrats are raping
determination. What's
InfoWars.
the difference between, misinformation from abroad and differences of opinion within the United States?
And that's happening
it's a very
here.
fine line.
And it's gonna happen, man. You know, whether folks like it or not, you know, the truth is always gonna have opposition. You know, if you're speaking the word of the Lord and it's hurting a lot of people, you expect some backlash. You know, you start to experience difficulties with your page. You can't post, comments. Your videos get messed with. They hack into your account. You know, even with the so-called media corporations, NBC, CNN, Fox News, CBS, PBS, all they gotta do is just go along with the propaganda the government is pushing. Because just like the war in Iraq that they had, man, they were all on the so-called same page pushing that lie. You know, same thing with 9/11. They're pushing that lie. You know, Saddam Hussein this, Afghanistan that, all to deceive the American people. So all these corporations are complaining that Trump is threatening their livelihood, is stifling free speech, is intimidating people, but it's all smoke and mirrors, man. Because these corporations, man, they don't do exactly what they need to do. They're not interested in journalism. They're just there to distract the people. You know, they tell you what they want you to know, not what you need to know. And when you bring out credible information, they don't want to hear it, they don't want to see it. They just brush it to the side. You know, they play along as if they're serious, but they're not, because they're just there to do the will of the elite, you know, to keep the people in the dark. And this is a good example of what you're going to experience. You know, your page starts to act funny, your videos start to act funny. You know, so all I could say is Kal Halaya by Shem Yahushai by Shona Kwakwadash, because you know Satan is angry, man. You know, so you're gonna experience all kinds of difficulty, man. You know, so it's just symbolism of America, you know, circling the drain. All right.
And that's something we need to be careful about. We don't overreach in that direction.
But then he doesn't know about
So these
InfoWars being
companies
banned. He doesn't know about the top
have to be
news story in the
very careful
country.
about how they, not just how they apply that within the United States,
InfoWars
but they don't
.com,
become
better than
agents
ever.
of authoritarian regimes abroad to crack down on free speech. Because
I wonder why Rubio got so mad at me and threatened me
there's
physically.
a balance between what is free speech and what people disagree on.
Poor Rubio.
I'm sorry, we gotta go.
Yeah, man, I gotta go to the committee.
Exactly.
You guys can talk to this clown.
Oh, yeah. Look at this little frat boy. So cool. Go back to your back.
Yeah, so you can see, man, the bad blood is getting hot. You know, it's gonna get so messed up, man. Because I had a vision about, the so-called protests in America that it went sideways. So I'll make another video touching on that, because there's no joke. You know, you just can't put any the details out there. So all I could say is Kal Halaya by Shem Shai by Shona Kwakwadash.
Bathhouse.
So that lets you know, man, that these folks, man, that claim to be working the U.S. government, they're all
Free speech.
about looking after their own selves, man. They don't care about the rights of the people. They're just there to fatten their own pockets. So America's falling apart. Whether you like it or not. The evidence is already there. Only the elect will get the whole picture. And the folks that cannot handle it will start bugging out, man. They start screaming and yelling. They start acting out of character. So it's a beautiful thing, man. You just don't ignore the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Shai. So I'll bring out a precept. So this is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai Kadash, shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. So that's a quick precept. Gives you a description of the chaos that's coming to America. The clash is gonna be so messed up, man. Left versus right, moderates versus progressive, anarchists versus so-called fascists, whatever they want to call themselves. It's gonna get messed up, man. The people are gonna duke it out on the streets of America. So it's gonna get jacked up, man. The class warfare and the race war, and the war of political ideas, man. For these people, they're zombies. So the zombies are gonna duke it out, man. The smart ones won't be involved. They'll just stay on the side. Watch everything happen. And then the elect wouldn't even have a part of this. They'll be praising the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. And it's gonna get serious, like him. It's gonna get really messed up. So as you can see, man, it's everything's falling apart, man. The scripture talks about the famine of the word. This is just the beginning. So you're gonna see more oppression, of brothers' pages, because you had Facebook, you also have Twitter, and Capitol Hill. They showed up for the hearing, but Google never showed up. Google had an empty seat. So it goes to tell you what Google thinks of the American people. They are not in the interest of the American people. They're not for the truth, So all these so-called big tech companies, man, they're all agents of tyranny. They just have a social media platform as a front, So they're not really there, man, to help promote free speech or the ideas of freedom for the people. They're just there to collect evidence and monitor the pulse of the people. And then they report back to the elites, and they have their goons crack down on people. So it's happened before. You have the IRS going after so-called political organizations that have a different tax exemption status. This happened during Obama's administration. Even during the Bush administration, you have all kinds of intimidation tactics. So it's nothing new. It just let you know that the folks at the top don't want no dissent from the people. So what you're gonna see is gonna be more arguments and more debates, about the concerns of the people not being addressed. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will let it continue, and then all of a sudden it's gonna get violent. So Kahala Yahweh Shem Shai Ba'Shem Krakadash, the abundance and salutations to those an apostle of growth, Mr. who rule well. And I can stay faithful, stay humble, fight the good fight of faith, don't get carnal when debating these people, keep it spiritual, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will take care of the rest. Shalom.